What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about what is the best British sweet. And in order for me to even attempt to answer this question, I must first understand what a British sweet even is. Because here in America, we say the word candy. Sometimes we call things sweet, but we never call something a sweet, if that makes any sense. We call everything candy. But in Britain, you say sweet only, or so I thought. But when you actually look this up, and yes, believe me, I did, to try to understand this, I found out that the word candy is used in British English. It just means a slightly different thing than it means here in America. Candy in the UK refers to sticks of hard-boiled sugar like rock candy and candy canes. So literally like the most strict definition of something of a candy possible, like literally sugar sticks or condensed sugar rock candy. Whereas here in America, candy means everything. Like every dessert, every treat, every little snack, it's all candy. Basically, all those wrapped little sugary or even chocolatey whatevers, they're all candy. And I think for the most part, those are sweets in the UK. So basically, that's what I'm going with. And for the remainder of this video, I will attempt to use the word sweet and resist my American urge to say candy. So I found this little Reddit discussion that really caught my interest, where somebody asked, what is the greatest British sweet? And a whole bunch of Brits tried to answer this question. So let's start here with, I don't mean the usual branded chocolate bars, though I do include them, but the classics. I love good rhubarb and custard. We're already running into stuff I don't understand. Rhubarb. Maybe I can look this up. Isn't that the thing that you put in concrete to build sidewalks? No, maybe that's rebarb. But rhubarb, what? What vegetable? No, get out of here. We're not looking at vegetables. I love a good rhubarb and custard. Oh, okay. But my patriotic palate has me overly fond of Yorkshire mixture? Is that like pudding? I know there's Yorkshire pudding. Bear with me on this. This is like a foreign language to me. But a good sherbet lemon is hard to beat. Here we go. That sounds like a sweet, right? Sherbet lemon? Yeah, it actually, oh, it's literally a candy in a bag. Sherbet, is it little lemon candies? I feel like if you traveled to like somewhere in America where there was like an old-timey hard candy vintage store, you could find something like this, but this is kind of considered like an old school sort of hard candy in America for sure. This isn't what the kids are eating or what I'm eating necessarily. But I wouldn't say this is unheard of in America, just not very popular. But a good sherbet lemon is hard to beat. Is that popular in Britain, though? Because that would be a pretty big difference. A proper Kit Kat is one of my favorites, too. Thank you! Oh my gosh, thank you. Something I can finally understand. A Kit Kat. Yes, a Kit Kat. Everyone loves a nice Kit Kat. Finally, a candy I've heard of. Okay, let's move along to some of the top answers here of what are the greatest, the best British sweets. And we're starting with Cola Cubes. Cola Cubes. Yes, I read that correctly. And their lesser known cousin, Pineapple Cubes. Cola Cubes? Like soda? Like soda in a cube form? Or is this I can look this up. I don't have to struggle and guess here. Cola Cubes are a British classic hard-boiled sweet with cola flavor. Cola flavored sweet. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like you'd have to be in a very particular mood to want a cola or what I would call a soda flavored candy. But it doesn't necessarily sound terrible. They are cube-shaped, coated in sugar, have a soft, chewy center, also known as Cola Cubes spelled with a K. Maybe I can get some images of this. Oh, wow. I don't know what I was expecting, but when I actually see it in cube form, somehow it looks futuristic or something. I've never heard of this. A cola cube. There's no like cube-shaped candy in the United States, now that I think of it. I don't think we've invented this technology. Cube-shaped candy. I mean, I'd be really interested to try it. What kind of cola does a cola cube taste like? There's a lot. Is it a Coke? A Pepsi? A Sprite cube? Perhaps? A Mountain Dew cube? Are there Dr. Pepper cubes? I have a lot of questions. But this was voted up very, very highly in this discussion. A cola cube and its lesser appreciated cousin, the pineapple cube, which, yes, is literally like a gummy. Okay, here are some images. We have just regular pineapple. Ooh, I don't know. Too healthy. This is too healthy. Wait, this is just because I'm looking this up in like America. I feel like it's actually showing me what Americans would think of when we hear pineapple cube, which would be a pineapple, the fruit, cut up into cubes. Here's the candy, actually. Oh, maybe I can make this a little bigger. Here we go. Yeah, cube-shaped pineapple candies. Sweets, excuse me, not... Well, actually, according to the Google definition earlier, this might be something that Brits call a candy? Like a hard, like sugary candy, maybe? Maybe I'm using it correctly? Anyway, cola cubes, pineapple cubes. That's... The roof of my mouth hurts already. Are these, like, strong? Are these for the... Maybe I would like these. These aren't for the faint of heart. I can feel it now. I came here to say this every time I'd promise myself I would stop after a few, but I never did. But that's the sign of a good sweet, if you can't stop. And I don't want to stop. Cola cubes. That's very interesting. Next we have a pear drop. A pear drop. There's I'm noticing a theme of like fruity sweets, although now that I think of it, a lot of sweets are fruit flavored. It's probably like when I really think about it, that's probably like the vast majority of candy and sweets, huh? A pear drop, I've never heard of this, is a British hard-boiled sweet. Tastes like bananas and ripe pears. A traditional pear drop is half pink, half yellow, the size of your thumbnail. However, they are more commonly found in packets containing yellow drops and pink drops in equal proportions. Fascinating. You can really get in depth on some of these things. A pear drop. This looks good. This almost looks like something you'd eat at the movie theater or find at an American gas station for like $1.50. These are very, very classic candies so far, I'm noticing. Classic sweets, excuse me. Sweets. I'm never gonna learn. They look good. Classic fruit flavored sweet pear drop. That just brought a memory of a very nice chemistry teacher giving them out to us as we've made some esters of our own, like chemistry. Wow. Okay. Very nice. What else do we have here? These are so far British sweets I'm not familiar with. They're very classic so far. That's all I can say. Stuff like this, you'd probably be able to find somewhere in America. It's just not what I think of when I think of a candy or sweet. I would think of like a chocolate bar or like a lollipop or something, or a Tootsie Roll, something like that. I will concede that rhubarb and custards, oh my gosh, the rhubarb and, again, are awesome, but they fall a hair below pear drops for me. Pear drops again. Also, I feel like I must mention chocolate raisins. They never seem as good as they were in my youth, but they're still delicious. Chocolate raisins, are those popular in Britain? Let me look this up. Chocolate covered raisins. I mean, this is absolutely something you would find in the United States, like at the grocery store. Goodness knows I've never sought out the chocolate raisins myself. I feel like this is just personal preference. I wouldn't even say this is a British thing unless Brits love chocolate raisins. Because in America, I wouldn't say Americans love chocolate raisins. We just kind of like them. Some people kind of like them, I guess. Sorry, but out of all the amazing British sweets, I'm not having chocolate raisins at the top of my list. Okay, I'm glad someone cleared that. It's like someone heard me and immediately commented, was like, no, Tyler, this is not like a top tier, most classic favorite British sweet. Good to know. It's just a random chocolate raisins. What do we have? What are some of the best British sweets here? Personally, I love a Tunnock's tea cake. Tunnock's tea cake. I can't even hardly say it. What is a Tunnock's tea cake? Never heard of this. This is definitely not something you find in the United States. That's I can confidently say that. It is, and it has the word tea in it. Tunnock's tea cake are a Scottish treat served with tea or coffee, made of shortbread biscuit, Italian meringue, milk chocolate. It sounds really good. I mean, we don't really have a tea culture here in America. Maybe I could eat this with a coffee. Oh, look at this. This is another really classic looking sweet. Tunnock tea cake. It looks good. It does seem like something you'd like. I would never seek this out just in the normal course of my day. But somehow this feels like it goes with a nice tea or coffee. I don't. It actually looks quite good. Tunnock's tea cake. It's like a stuffed pastry with whipped filling on the inside. I feel like in America we just have Little Debbie products, which are disgusting and artificial in the best way possible. And in Britain, you have much more nice Tunnock's tea cake. If I'm going classic, maybe a bourbon, maybe a Bakewell tart. Bakewell tart, is that a classic? Oh, this looks like something you'd have to like create at home. Can you purchase this? I'm sorry, I'm not about to spend time making sweets. I gotta buy them from some company, from some from industrial manufacturer, mass produced, and then eat it in the true American fashion. This looks very nice. It looks like more of a dessert. I would never call this a candy or a sweet in my definition. That just looks like a dessert or something. It looks very nice. Also, Haribo are great. Tough choices. Sweet might be too vague. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just running into a slight issue here of how people define a sweet. How different Brits define what a sweet is. Although, what is a Haribo? I don't know what a Haribo chocolate? There's Haribo of America, yet I've never heard of it. The gummy bears! Oh, these are very this is like the brand of gummy bears in America. Okay, now that's American. I live about 2 minutes walk away from the Tunnock's factory. It smells amazing. Talking about the Tunnock's tea cake. Yeah, I like those Tunnock's tea cake. Very visually appealing as well. That seems like a real classic. Sweet. What else? Massive advocate of the Dolly mixture? The Dolly mixture. That sounds like a potion or something. Like a chemistry project. What does the Dolly mixture do? It's a sweet. It's a band. It's an English rock band. No. It's if I skip that one and go to the next, it is a British confection. What is a confection, technically? It's food items that are rich in sugar. Okay. Consisting of multicolored fondant shapes, such as cubes, and Brits really love the cube shape, don't you? Not that that's a bad thing. I feel like my definition of British sweets is kind of evolving through the course of this, because all of the answers so far are what I thought was a British candy. A sugary, dense, hard, or rock candy kind of treat, which is what most of these have been, besides the tea cake. Well, it's very interesting. So maybe I can get some pictures of the Dolly mixture. It's a mixture because it's like a big gaggle of hard candies. Oh, interesting. Different shapes, different sizes. This looks like stuff you'd almost whip out at Christmas time in America. That doesn't really have a name. I know that's kind of a weird way to put it, but this reminds me of just random assorted candy, like in the holiday time in America, and it doesn't even really have a name. Assorted sweets. But in Britain, it has a name, Dolly Mixture. Very interesting. The pinnacle of Dolly Mixture is the elusive, fully coated square ones. If you sift through the mixture, you can find the kind you like, kind of like picking out your favorite Skittle. There's a good example. When I think of a candy or a sweet, I think of like Skittles or Kit Kats or M&Ms or Snickers or something like that. These are very classic. Parma violets. That sounds like a flower to me. Parma violet. Parma Violets are a British violet flavored tablet candy. Okay. Oh, it says the word candy. Violet flavored? Is that a flavor? Or what does that mean? The Derbyshire company Swizzles Matlow made them in 1946. The sweets are hard, bioncave, disc shaped. They have a sweet taste with a soapy or floral taste. All kind of flower taste, huh? They are based on a confectionery traditionally consumed in India after a spicy meal. This is a violet flavored tablet candy, Parma Violets. Oh, this looks like what we call Smarties, right? Smarties? If I look up Smarties and I get a picture, yeah, these. Smarties. Are there Smarties in Britain? Or are they have like a cousin, which would be Parma Violets? Very similar packaging and the iconic tablet shape. Interesting. You get Parma Violet gin now. Parma Violet alcohol? Or always the last thing left in any sweet tin. That's because they are bloody disgusting. Wait, why is this? Why did someone put this on the list of best British sweets? If other people are saying they're disgusting, some say they're the best. I don't know what to think. At least it's something kind of different and new and British that I've never heard of before. Individually wrapped fruit salads. What? A salad? Can a salad really be a treat? A sweet? There's no way this is a sweet. Wait, it is. What's going on? wait, what's going on? This is a sweet. This is not. I literally thought I was getting trolled, and this was just a kind of British salad. I'm sorry, I'll never doubt the Reddit comments again. Fruit salad, it's what do they taste like though? What is this? Trevor Factory was near my school. You could tell the difference between fruit salad and blackjack days. Blackjack? Isn't that just a gambling, a card game? British sweet. I have to specifically tell Google. No, not the not the casino game. It's a popular British retro sweet. Chewy, aniseed flavored sweets individually wrapped, known for turning your tongue black. No kidding. Licorice flavored. What? Okay. You got salads. Oh, it's even in the same. They sell them together. Fruit salad and black jack. They turn your tongue black? Licorice flavored. I've never seen such a thing. A fruit and fruit salad. Choose. Are these more like fruity and the blackjack is more licorice? And this is fascinating. I can honestly say I've never heard of these British sweets before. I used to get a £1 allowance every Saturday for pick and mix from the local off license. I have no idea what they just said, but those fruit salads were 2p each. What a steal. Wow. Now I like this. We're getting to some more like, these are still what I'd call classic sweets or classic candies, but I think that's just what Brits think of when asked the question, what is the best, the greatest British sweet? It's these types of small packaged little sweets, and they're much, much different than what I think of as American candy, which I'm actually glad about. It's making it much more interesting. Love Hearts or Refreshers. Love Hearts. I have to say British sweet again, or it's not going to know what I'm talking about. Love Hearts. Some kind of heart-shaped sweet. It's a popular hard tablet-shaped candy by Swizzles Matlow in the UK. Oh, sherbet-like sweets melt in your mouth. Come in a variety of flavors. Love Hearts. Oh, yeah. Well, they're not exactly. They kind of only had the technology to make it a circular tablet and stamp a heart on it. This seems like it'd be very popular during Valentine's Day or. Okay, Love Hearts. Like sugar that's condensed together, basically. Refreshers. Let me see if Refreshers. I think that's a Starbucks type of coffee drink here in America. But if I type Refreshers British candy, I get. What do I get? It's a fruity, fizzy, hard, variety of flavors, orange, lemon, lime, raspberry. Made by a lot of companies. They're hard candy. Maybe if I can get a picture. Refreshers. Oh. Oh, this looks good. This looks more like a modern, sort of retro. Refreshers. Choose. Candy. This is like a classic fruity assorted candy kind of thing. Okay. Fascinating. And I think with that, that's pretty darn good. I mean, I don't know if we actually answered the question, what is the greatest British sweet? Maybe I'd have to go with the number one answer here, which voted to the top was cola cubes. Apparently are very popular, but all of these are basically British sweets that I've never heard of. This took like a different direction than I thought. All these things seemed like all these sweets seemed kind of in the similar category almost of these small hard candy sweets made of sugar that are fruity or licorice or cola even. Are those types of things popular sweets in Britain? Because that's what I'm getting out of this. And if not, I got a whole bunch of different sweets that I have never heard of before. There's a lot of British sweets. And I think there were even more. There's probably so much more I didn't even get to. But this was a really fascinating look into some of the best British sweets. So I enjoyed this quite a bit, actually. So anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment, perhaps with what is your favorite or what is the best, in your opinion, British sweet. Maybe it wasn't even on this list, something I missed, and let me know. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Britain and British culture and stuff about Britain I've never seen or learned before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.